All right, everybody, we got Heat versus Knicks game 6. What we're going to be doing is giving a betting preview for this game, hopping on OddsJam, finding the best valuable plays to make while just comparing all of the sharp sportsbooks. So what you want to do, if you want to follow along with me as I am doing this, to get the screen that you see here, all you need to do, go to sports, go to NBA, click into the game you are looking for, and then all of the sports books that are available in your state will show up on the screen as I zoom in a little bit here. So the goal of what we're trying to do here is identify where sharp sportsbooks have their lines at, try to find outlier bets to those sharp sportsbooks. So no surprise here that the Heat are the pretty big favorite, right? They were up 3-1. They lost game 5 in New York. Now they head back to Miami with a chance to close it out in 6. And the odds reflect that. The Heat have won every single home game so far in this playoff run, aside from, I guess if you want to count the play-in, they lost their first one to the Hawks, but they've in the actual playoffs, they've won every single home game. They swept games 3 and 4 against these same Knicks in 2 games that probably, they weren't really even that close. Now, I will give the Knicks props. They weathered an early storm from the Heat in game 5 last game. The Heat took like a 10-point lead in the first quarter alone. And then the Knicks just went on a ridiculous run in the second quarter. We're leading most of the way. And then at the end of the fourth quarter, the Heat made it close again. And props to the Knicks for closing it out. They could have just laid down and died, but they didn't, thanks to a 48-minute, 39 whatever point masterpiece from Jalen Brunson. But heading into this game, the odds makers are not expecting the Knicks to be able to keep that up, and I don't necessarily blame them. On the money line, they're best offered, as we see, at minus 193, but that's at Pinnacle. We don't really want to touch a play where Pinnacle's giving us the best odds. We want to find outlier bets to Pinnacle. Where we did find a play that I think is really good is on the spread. And no surprise here, we are riding with the Heat minus 4.5, minus 115 odds at BetMGM. This play has exactly what we are looking for. BetMGM, clearly the outlier, the only book that prices this play at 4.5. Every other book, 5 or 5.5. Now let's look into the sharp sports books. Pinnacle has us at minus 5, favors the Heat at that number. Same thing with these two. They have the spread at minus 5, and they both favor the Heat at that number. Another sharp sports books, Circa, has this at 5.5. So yeah, they do favor the Knicks at 5.5, but it's a full point higher than what we got it at. So not even do they just have it at 5, but they have it at 5.5. So this is a really, really good play. This is exactly what we are looking for. And personally, I love this play as well, just from my own personal knowledge. Both games the Heat won at home weren't really that close. In the Knicks, they literally had to play Jalen Brunson and Quentin Grimes all 48 minutes. He put up like 39 points. The type of offense that the Knicks ran and were able to score off of in game 5, to me, just isn't sustainable. Jimmy Butler ended game 5 with only 19 points, his first time with under 20 points in this series, also against the Bucks. That is not something that is sustainable. And in general, the role player shooters, your Max Struses of the world, your Duncan Robinson, your Gabe Vincent, in general, role players play better at home in front of the excitement and the energy of their own home crowd. So I'm not expecting the Knicks to be able to do what they did offensively last game. So if you want to look at like the Knicks team total under, I don't hate that as well. Granted, it's a pretty low number. If you want to look at it, we can look at it. But the official play here is going to be the Heat minus 4.5, minus 115 at BetMGM. Now, pulling up the team total here, we see that it's priced between 101.5 and 102.5, depending on where you look. And I don't hate taking the Knicks team total under 102.5. Granted, it's a little juiced at PointsBet at minus 115. But the reason why I think it's a good play is because Sharp Sportsbook has it at 102. Pinnacle has it at 101.5. So a half point to a full point lower. So if you did want to sprinkle that in, I don't think that's a horrible idea. But for this official, my official pick for this video, we are going to ride with the Heat minus 5.5. They're going to close out this series in 6 games, head on to the Eastern Conference Finals for the second year in a row, for the third time in 4 years, as they were there back in the bubble. And that is going to be it. So if you like the Heat, if you're riding with me on this one, comment and let me know. Other than that, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit me up at my Twitter handle you see right at the back here. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Below are all of my different social medias where I post picks and plays daily. Make sure to hit me up there. Also, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as I'm constantly putting out new videos to learn how to make money sports betting. And that's it. So thanks for watching and have a good one.